So here is where this girl, Daniela, starts to reveal what the problem is. It says, Roberto has a 6-year-old daughter, and often when he needs to go somewhere or to a meeting, he asks me if I can take care of her, and of course I always say yes. So Roberto has a 6-year-old daughter. Okay, so Roberto tiene una niña, has a daughter, or hija, tiene una hija, like that. Una niña would be a girl. You could say that as well, but for daughter, it's more correct, hija. And of 6 years old, that's how they would say it. He has a daughter of 6 años. Like that. Tiene una hija de 6 años. In English, we would say he has a 6-year-old daughter, but in Spanish, he has a daughter of 6 years. And often, I've come across this before, often they use like frequently, frecuentemente. Y frecuentemente, when he needs to go, let's just cover this first. Cuando he needs, necesita. Okay, the verb to go, ir. Now, somewhere it would be a algún lado. Kind of meaning to some side. Lado is side and algún is some. I suppose it doesn't really make much sense when you do a literal translation, but somewhere you just learn it as a phrase like this. Algún lado. Or to a meeting. So, a meeting is una reunión. And this too is going to be una. Like a reunion is how they say a meeting in Spanish. With an accent like that. Notice that it's an ION word, so it's feminine. That's why we have una. Una reunión. Now this is interesting. This is another little gap in our Spanish. He asks me. We have 2 verbs to ask in Spanish. You have preguntar and you have pedir. And I'll do a separate lesson on when it's appropriate to use preguntar or pedir. In this case, the correct one is pedir. So he asks me would be me pide. To me, he asks if I can take care of her. So, si and I can is puedo. Now, to take care of, that's all one verb in Spanish, and it's cuidar. Cuidar. Cuidar means to take care of. So all of this is covered with simply cuidar. And then the her would be la, and you just hook it on the end. So, me pide, he asks me if I can, si puedo, take care of her is cuidarla. Because cuidar is to take care of, and la, so you might be tempted to do like cuidar followed by de ella, right? Something like that. But it would sound strange because you would be repeating of twice. This means of, but of is also already contained here inside the verb cuidar because it is to take care of. So for that reason, we get rid of all this and we just have cuidarla for take care of her. Then it continues, and of course would be y por supuesto. I always say yes. So this always is going to come first. Siempre. I say is digo. And then they wouldn't say si, it's que si. Que si. Or I always say yes. So, si puedo cuidarla y por supuesto, siempre digo que sí. You just learn that that sounds most natural. Always, so it wouldn't be siempre digo sí, siempre digo que sí. So, Roberto tiene una hija de 6 años y frecuentemente cuando necesita ir a algún lado o a una reunión, me pide si puedo cuidarla y por supuesto siempre digo que sí.